I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, hoping that you are having a great day, and in today's video, I'd like to sit back in my... It's not that squeaky today. I'd like to sit back, relax, and have a little conversation with all of you guys about Spider-Man. That's right, in today's video, we are going to be dipping back into the world of Magic the Gathering's Universes Beyond's Marvel's Spider-Man. What a set name. What a set name. Awful, awful set name, in my opinion. But yeah, as you guys are aware, the situation and secondary market reaction to the Spider-Man set has been absolutely atrocious. Downright dog water, some could say. And for a set that climbed so high on the coattails of Final Fantasy, it really has come a long way down, 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 and is currently for collector booster boxes about $350 trending downwards, which is a very far cry from the $900 it was at release, to say the least. And you guys know me on this channel. I am not as quick to jump to reactionary doom posting regarding any set, especially not one like Spider-Man, which does have some diehard fans out there. The set itself does obviously have some issues. It's not a high-powered set. The collectability is super low. And the desirability, even for the regular play booster boxes, for people who just want to pick that up and play it, is also pretty low, because besides the collector boxes being $350, I think play boosters are sub 100, maybe even under 95 now. I think the last I looked, they were trending downwards. And when you look at Spider-Man through the lens of pure market data, sales numbers, prices, across the board, etc., even for some of the higher cards in the set that aren't the special, mega, super rare Soulstone, things don't look good. In fact, even some of the tie-in products, like there's a web-slinging kit that's not doing that great. There's a set of 4 action figures that the Marvel Legends line rolled out that all have tie-in promo cards, and none of them are doing that great except for the, I think, Mary Jane Scarlet Spider figure is like around $60 to $90. People are buying that one. But I think people are buying that one because it's a Mary Jane Scarlet Spider action figure, rather than the fact that it has a Magic the Gathering promo card. So obviously there's a bit of... It's hard to figure out exactly why people are picking that one up, because it has an action figure in it. And some action figure nerds are willing to shell out some cash for a character they want in their action figure pile. Believe it or not, action figures are still a very active market. I don't talk about it at all because I have no skin in that game, but it does exist. But yeah, so in the past, I have been very hesitant to really talk about the Spider-Man set as a failure of a set. In fact, I've gone as far as saying in the past that it's not a failure, and I've said that because it was still hovering around MSRP at the time of those videos. But in the weeks since then, it has begun its very slow crawl downwards, and even now at $100 under MSRP now, basically, things aren't looking great. So it's time to revisit this set and talk about it just a bit, because there is a reason to revisit this set. 2 reasons, I think, worth revisiting. One is talking about the past, and one is talking about the future, because this set reminds me very much of prior Universes Beyond failure sets, specifically Assassin's Creed, in terms of overall response. For those of you who weren't around at the time, or maybe just don't remember, the Universes Beyond Assassin's Creed set had a very similar issue to Spider-Man, where it was extremely small as a set, and just did not get received well at first. But months after its initial release, these boxes were trending super low, super cheap for quite a while. But then all of a sudden, several months later, as more and more collector boxes disappeared from the market from those handful of A, genuine investors, and B, genuine fans, you started to see it crawl back upwards to, I don't think it's at all-time highs yet, but, I mean, I don't think it's like a break noise. I don't think it's breaking any records. I shouldn't have said all-time highs. But it is quite impressive how the set managed to recover quite a bit. And I think, possibly, something similar could happen here with Spider-Man. Because while there is a lot of negativity around the set, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, there are a lot of genuine fans of Spider-Man as an IP. And I've said in previous videos, I know for a fact there are people who are buying this box just because it is collectible Spider-Man trading cards. They don't care about the Magic of the Gathering aspect. These are people who go out and buy annual Topps boxes and fill out their binders and long road boxes with Topps cards just because they love the superhero collecting game that much. They aren't super enthusiastic. There is one guy I know who's trying to chase the special Soul Stone, but last I checked, he was not having any luck with that. I should harass him at some point again, just to see how his hunt is going. Has he bought more boxes? Anyway, that's beside the point. My point is there are people out there who are genuinely collecting this stuff just because they like Spider-Man and they like the chase. And just like what we saw with Assassin's Creed, if enough people slowly, over time, over a long period of time, months or years, buy this stuff up, the people who bought at $1,000 and then sold at $450 or even $350 because there's boxes are selling, just having some patience could be a good idea, especially because, look, I'm going to come out and say it. If you can't afford to sit on a product for a while, if it's not doing that well in the market, all I'm going to say is diversity is awesome. When one product fails, it's cool to be able to just sit on it for a while other things sell. That's all I'm going to say. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is there is only one product that I'm interested in over the next 7 days. You see the TCG Player Cyber Monday sale is coming. And it's a whole weekend of, I think, 10% cash back, store credit back for across the site sales for any item, I think. Maybe more if you're a TCG member. I was not paying attention. All I know is it's the big annual sale, and the last 2 or 3 years, my personal orders were absolutely swamped, and it was hell for me. I'm doing a bit more to prepare this year, but that's not the point. I'm curious. There's only one product I'm curious about for the sale this year. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the sales numbers for Spider-Man collector booster boxes. Because, okay, here's why. There's a good reason for this. If it doesn't sell during a 10% store credit sales period, then we can have some real definitive absolute doomer posting about it. The Spider-Man collector boosters are as low as they'll ever get for a lot of people. You know, this is cheaper than it's ever been, right? If there is only a small bit of demand from some collectors, investors, whatever, if there's only a small amount of demand and sale upticks don't happen during the Cyber Weekend event, and there's no people rushing to buy boxes just because it's under MSRP and an additional 10% back would be a huge savings on top of that pricing. If that alone can't motivate some people to buy it and hold it for quite a while, then yeah, I would be willing at that point to say, hey, guess what? This is probably an absolute failure at that point. That's the point where I would finally go and say, you know what, maybe this is even worse than Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed, at the very least, had some diehard buyers through its lowest periods. The current sales numbers for Spider-Man don't look that great, but I'm curious to see. Not hopeful, I don't think it's going to sell out or anything. I'm not trying to say that you should go out and buy Spider-Man, but what I am saying is I'm curious to see if it has an uptick in buyers during the big sale this weekend, this upcoming weekend. Not this weekend, the one after. You guys know what I'm talking about. Because 10% back, that's a big discount on an item that is already cheaper than it's supposed to be. So, I don't know. I suppose this is an announcement of a video upcoming because after Cyber Weekend, I will be taking a good look at the sales, and I suppose I'll make a follow-up video in about a week or so, a week and a few days from now, just to see, hey, did Spider-Man do all that well over Cyber Weekend, or was it really as bad as everyone says it is? And if so, some people at Wizards of the Coast are probably going to have to really evaluate whether or not they really can do universes beyond anything. Because, believe it or not, Spider-Man is a popular set, and if that can't sell boxes just on the brand alone, then WotC's going to have to be a lot more careful in the future to make sure that these products they're putting out are actually good. Which I know, it's a tall order for them. Crazy stuff, but still. Anyway, really, this was just a 9-10 minute video of me going, hey, there's a sale coming up. I'm curious to see if Spider-Man is going to see an uptick in sales during said sale, because I'm curious to see if it really is as bad as a lot of people are making it out to be, or if people are just doom posting. And I suppose I will see you guys in a week or so to see if what the sales numbers look like. All right, that's all I got for you kids right about now. I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Oh, but I'm supposed to shell things. Please like, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Comment down below. Do you think Spider-Man is going to sell well in Cyber Weekend, or do you think it's going to bomb gloriously? Let me know in the comment section. I am genuinely curious to find out. Check out the Discord. Check out the Patreon. I keep forgetting to mention that I have a Patreon page. I have a Patreon page. So if you feel like throwing money at your uncle to keep his garage going, But honestly, that is all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for realsies this time, have a great night, day, whatever time it is for you guys. Ciao.